Hello and welcome back to André Plays / Analyses the Original Unreal. We are in the Temple of Vandora. Now this map is quite an interesting map. Okay. There are actually a few new monsters introduced in this map that we haven't seen before. So remember how last map we could actually come up the left passage or the right passage? This would have been coming up through the right passage, but we went through the left passage. Either passage you go into, you spawn in that respective part in the next map. When we walk in here, suddenly the doors close behind us, and we have a manta. It's actually a cave manta. It's a slightly different color to regular mantas. Here we have this little pool and gnarly fruit. I used up some 8 balls. There's actually under here. There's actually 8 ball ammo and the 8 ball gun itself. Now, see, what is interesting is this passage here. This happens quite a few times in this map. There are these these passages designed to open up specifically for co-op play. I mentioned this sort of thing previously in, I believe, the ceremonial chambers, but basically, suppose, like, in the single player game, it's fine. We go through this door, it locks behind us, the monster comes out, all the doors lock, we kill the monster, and then the doors unlock again. In, however, co-op, this is a problem, because once one player goes in and fights, the other players in cooperative mode can't come in anymore. And if the player in here dies, then they're kind of screwed. So what happens is, when this door locked, this secret passage here opened to allow other players in co-op to access the area. So players can get in, but they can't get out. And this sort of thing happens a number of times in this map. Either way, okay. Did I end up actually picking up the 8 ball? Yeah, I did. Doesn't really matter. I noticed there's actually an amplifier here, so I might as well use my amplifier. Because you know, because I'm going to pick up another one later, so I might as well use my current one. These doors, however, this is locked. The scar shot us from inside, but we can't actually access here. We can, however, go this way. So we find, oh, a stinger. And a dead body. No message. We have doors here, but they are locked. So we have a locked way there, and a locked way here. It looks like the only way to go is through here. Wait a second. This is a gnarly. He's calling us to show us something, but I do not want him to die. So I'm going to kill the scar first. However, there are some things I want to do first. First of all, there are these steps in these sort of old ruins. Oh, there's a graphics glitch. Some flares. That's some 8 ball ammo, we don't really need it. But if we swim down here, there's a weird glitchy effect down here at the bottom. But either way, in here we find a secret room or secret way to go. This is blocked off by bars, but if we go up here, oh, we're starting to drown. We find a super health and the next dispersion pistol power up. So now if we get it, these extra side things go on in our gun and we shoot red. Oh, also notice every shot now actually takes up more ammo. Like when the gun was just in its first mode, every shot just took up 1 ammo. But now every shot takes up 6 ammo, but the gun is a lot more powerful. Probably should use 8-ball a lot more, considering there's so much 8-ball ammo everywhere. Yes, Gnarly, Taba, I know. The Gnarly opens this up, and we find another super house. What's the Gnarly showing us here? Gnarly just praying. Find some super health, more able ammo. Geez, so much able ammo. Some sort of altar here, and here we have a depiction of Vandora, the only female Gnarly that you'll see in the game, with her 4 breasts. Well, she's actually a Gnarly goddess. And interesting fact: if you shoot the picture, you hear like a lightning sound. It's kind of soft from here. When we actually get up on that platform later on, you'll hear it a lot more loudly. But yeah, Vandora is a Gnarly goddess of thunder. Oh, stinger ammo, do we need it? Not really. Gnarly's just meditating. Interesting fact, if the Gnarly does die, and so the Gnarly doesn't open this secret super house for you, you can actually go up to this wall and press the grab button, and it actually opens up by itself. Like the wall actually opens up. This wall actually itself opens up when you press grab on it. Biosludge, sure. So we have this side room, which we can't actually go we can't actually go anywhere from here. And we have this main room. We have these doors. You know what, I might as well use my ASMD with my amplifier since I'm getting a new amplifier soon. There's super health. Oh! And this is our first example of a Scar Trooper. These are also Scar, except they wear sort of armor and they use normal guns. Like this one was using a GES bio rifle, which he dropped somewhere. There we go. This one actually, he actually picked it up. It was lying on the table, and he actually picked it up before he started shooting us. This is unusual. This is unusual. Usually they start spawned with weapons, like the same weapons that we use. But yeah, these are, I guess, a different class of Scar that wear armor and that are trained in the use of conventional weapons as opposed to the usual Scar that, you know, are more warrior, more barbaric and shoot lightning from their hands. Do we need anything here? In the chest. Oh, I don't actually need Flacky. Okay. So here is a pool, I guess. This is the room that we were in, and we saw our first glimpse of the Scar Trooper class as opposed to the Scar Warrior class. There are actually several subtypes. Like I haven't really been mentioning because I can hardly tell them apart. But like within the normal Scar Warriors that we see, there are like Scar Scouts and Scar Assassins and Scar Berserkers. There are like slightly different classes that have slightly different skins and start with slightly different weapons. Sorry, slightly different skins, they're slightly different healths. And similarly with the Scar Troopers, we have Scar Troopers and Scar Gunners and Scar Snipers that start with slightly different weapons and have slightly different skins, but I can't really tell them apart. I just think to myself there are the Scar Warrior class and the Scar Trooper class, and those are the two main classes, and within them they have slightly different versions with slightly different skins and everything, but and different health and different levels of difficulty. But it's all pretty hard to tell just from seeing them all. Anyone in here? It's so dark in here. Flares, sludge. There is armor up here. Assault vest. And what's here? Anything here? Nothing here. Oh, where do you go? And my amplifier without a power. Well, that's good because I'm going to pick up another one soon. I guess I'm using my this gun as a light. There's actually a secret under here which we can get to. I should probably use a flat cannon considering I'm going to be picking one up soon. So does this have a message? Yeah, I thought it had a message. Well, it's a long message for this one little sign. The way is filled with darkness. The torch of tranquility must light the path of the worthy. Spiritual progression is achieved by those who set the torch of tranquility aflame. So here we have the next place to go, but it's locked. Oh. Hello there. Ouch. This is the main way to go. This thing here is actually the co-op passage. Like once we actually go through here, the doors behind us will lock and this path will open so that people can enter through this way. Like I mentioned, you know, this sort of thing happens a lot in this map. So once these doors lock, you obviously can't go into here. So if you die in there and you respawn and you got to complete the map, you can go this way. Our next new enemy are the gas bags. These little hovering things that shoot balls of fire at you. They have 5 eyes. They basically look like little geodudes. But yeah, they have 5 eyes. They have sort of this brownish skin. They sort of hover in midair, and they shoot balls of fire. They spit balls of fire at you. They are probably a native creature to Napali. Yeah, I mean, I assume they're native. I assume that the Scar didn't bring them, bring them in with them or anything. Because they're found in, like, native sort of ruins and castles and stuff of Napali. They're just like a pest. Anyway, can't get through here yet. We need to light the torch of tranquility. Spiritual progression is achieved by those who set the torch of tranquility aflame. Now we have a little boat. We can take a little boat ride here. Like I mentioned, there's actually a secret. There's a little secret under here, which we will get to. I guess I'll use my flat cannon a bit more before I go there and pick up the flat cannon. But let us get in the boat. Take a little boat ride. Yeah, there's like a little underwater passage there. But gas bag. Oh, nice shot, Andre. So this map is probably the one that has the most obvious connection to the underflow. Remember I mentioned that underflow map that was never actually made into the final version? This map is probably one of the ones that was going to be connected to it, or one of the ones that has an obvious connection to it because of all these underwater passageways and everything. So there was our little boat ride. Some barrels. Anything in the water? Not really. Can we get back up? Yes. Okay. Here are some razor blades, ammo for the gun 7, the razor jack, which we do not have yet. We can also walk around here, exploring this. This middle section. Oh, there's a devilfish. Oh, I can't actually proceed further this way. This middle section is the torch of tranquility, which we need to light in order to proceed. but it's... Oh, message up here. Torch of Tranquility. But it's all closed off. Oh, we find another force field. Not that I've been using my force fields, but, well, there it is. But yeah, the Torch of Tranquility is closed off by this. Oh yeah, so when the dispersion pistol runs low, the shots become blue again, and they become sort of normal shots. Because like I said, I guess it requires each shot takes up 6 ammo now, and I guess if you have less than maybe 10 ammo, or I don't know how much it is, but basically when your ammo is low enough, it just if the gun becomes weak again, and the shots become weak again. And you need to wait till you get more ammo for them to become strong. So, okay, we need to unlock these doors. So let us enter this area. I could use that cannon or 8-ball or Stinger. There's like ammo everywhere for everything. So the button to light the torch of the button to open the doors for the Torch of Tranquility is actually here. Press this button, and those doors open. But before we go there, let us actually explore up here. Oh, the scar dropped this ASMD. Nothing here. Nice. Health. And yeah, nothing in this little room. Where was that 8-ball? I swear there was. Oh, whatever. I think it was outside. The ammo for the 8-ball. I guess I'm just trying to use ammo for the guns that I'm trying to use the guns whose ammo I see lying around so that I don't waste ammo. Gnarly fruit seed, stinger, shot core, which I don't need. What's up here? Flashlight, which I do need. Sweet. There was, yep, 8-ball ammo, awesome. Just checking that they're dead, because sometimes they fake being dead. So the Torch of Tranquility area is open, so we can step on this button. And this lights the Torch of Tranquility, which is rather loud and not tranquil at all. Either way, the Torch of Tranquility has been lit. So that's lit. Excuse me. So now we can walk back to where we were. And now that door is open. And now, like I mentioned, there was that secret here. If we actually swim under here in the water, we find a passage here. It takes us to here where we find a dead gnarly holding a flak cannon. This is actually, I think, the only time in Unreal where we see gnarlies sort of holding guns. Like, because so far we haven't really seen the gnarlies put up any sort of active resistance against the scar or anything. We haven't seen the gnarly hold weapons. But here we find a dead gnarly holding a flak cannon. And in some mods, in some sort of fan-made mods for Unreal, we do find gnarly fighting alongside humans holding guns as allies. Actually, it's interesting. When you play bot matches in Unreal, like when you play like sort of death matches against other players, you can choose your skin, and you can choose to either be a human or like a Scar Trooper. You can actually choose to be the Scar Trooper skin and play as a Scar Trooper holding a gun. You can also, they had also planned for you to play as a Gnarly, so you to be a Gnarly skin, like being a Gnarly holding a gun, and all the code is in the game for you to be a Gnarly player. But like many things in the game, they didn't put it in the finished version of the game. So yeah, there was plans to make, you know, for you to play like in bot matches, in death matches. You could play as a Gnarly character as well as a Scar Trooper. But like I said, in the final version of the game, they only included the Scar Trooper and they didn't include the Gnarly. Although fans have made mods where they've gotten the Gnarly, because basically it almost works. Is there just a few, it just wasn't included in the final game, and there were just a few little minor bugs with it. But fans have made, you know, patches where it does does allow that Gnarly modes. You can play as a Gnarly. So yeah, I guess maybe there was a plan for Gnarly to actually hold guns, for Gnarly to actually, you know, be your allies, like fighting alongside you. But it, like so many things, it was not implemented in the final game. Okay, so now this is still shut because this activates when we go in here, but now this is open. So let's go in here. Okay, it doesn't close yet. What's in here? This is a room. This is that little hole that we saw here. Shield belt! Nice, nice. I'm not complaining at all. Save. Here's some underwater area. Here's some shells. So the Scar hits that button, which is meant to lock that door there. So yeah, so the Scar just hit this button, which made a noise when I touched it. Oh, it actually is repressible. Does it lock the door? Yeah, I see. So when you press it, it locks that, and when you press it again, it unlocks that. Either way though, this passage in here is now open, sort of to let you in another way if you missed the main way. So to let you in, like if these close and you're stuck outside in the co-op, you can enter through here and jump down here. Scar dropped those 8 balls. We can see through this gate. We see this big arena, which we will go to. But these bars are not openable in any way. They're not even movers. Like as in the code, they're not even designed to move. They're just designed to be these static wall-like bars. Like they're just it's basically just completely static. There's no way to open them. If we continue up here, now we're in this platform up here that we saw before. Flare. Flare. Just a little, what's it called? Just little broken stairs. This is where we came from, and now we have this room. Oh. Probably should have used a stinger, but oh well. And Vandora came forth with fire from the sky upon her lips, and sanctified the sacred fountain with her kiss. Thus she said, "He who follows me shall cast off the bonds of flesh and become as elusive as the mist." What does this mean? Well, Vandora had fire on her lips and sanctified the sacred fountain with her kiss. So she put fire in the sacred fountain. We need to do the same. We need to put fire in this sacred fountain. How do we... Oh, nice effect with the eyes and everything. How do we do this? Well, what do we have that is on fire? We have flares. If we put a flare in this sacred fountain, this opens up and we get this item. This is called the invisibility. What the invisibility does is when you activate it, you basically become invisible for a period of time while it's active. The issue with invisibility is that it only actually works if the monsters haven't already seen you or heard you. So if you turn on invisibility, you can walk past monsters and they don't actually see you or hear you. But if you have already shot a monster, if a monster has already noticed you and you turn the invisibility on, it does nothing. If you have invisibility on and then you start walking up to a monster and shoot them, they will see you, they will notice you, and the invisibility does nothing. Sometimes even if you walk up right up to them and you walk too close to them, that will trigger them noticing you, and the invisibility does nothing. So it works as long as you sort of stay clear of all the monsters and sort of don't start waking them up, as we say in Unreal. Like, don't start like alerting them to your presence. The interesting thing about giving us the item now is that it's actually very relevant in the next map, because the next map, called the Trench, has a whole lot of monsters in a big trench, and if you have the invisibility, you can sort of walk past them all without being noticed. But without the invisibility, you sort of have to fight them all, which I might still do. Like, I don't think I've really used the invisibility that much, but either way, we have it. I'm assuming it's a Scar-made item, just like the force fields, considering that it's a sort of advanced technology. Actually, no, the force fields we found on the mercenary ship, we found on the Tyranniarchs. So I wouldn't be surprised if the force fields were actually made by the mercenaries. But this invisibility, it kind of looks like a Scar item. It has like pointy Scar. It just looks like it's made by the Scar. It's certainly too advanced for humans, I imagine. Now this is where we were before. We see this, the gnarly goddess, Vandora. If we shoot it, we hear the thunder strike. Now we are here on the other side of this, this thing that was shut before. And we can pick up the amplifier. We find a brute. So now we are in this initial passage that we were in before. A lesser brute. See, the lesser brutes have their sort of yellow skin, whereas the normal brutes have their more greyish, dark browny skin. We have this little pool here. This is the other side of that pool that we were in. Like, oh, fishy fish. This is the other side of the pool that... Oh damn it. Another Scar Trooper, this time with a discretion pistol. This is the other side of that, oh god damn it, more of them. Of those bars that we saw last time. You remember those bars? And on the other side of this there was that secret? Oh jeez. So many devilfish. I think they spawn when I'm not looking at them. Is there another one that spawned? Why did they... Whoever made this map, why did you make it that so many of these fish spawn? Jesus, wait, is there another one that spawned? Holy shit. Okay, let's leave it. They're not gonna hurt me. And here we find for the first time a new monster, although this is not a hostile monster, but here we have a gnarly cow and a gnarly calf, or a gnarly baby cow. Gnarly cow baby. Baby gnarly cow, however you want to say it. These are creatures native to Napali. They're like little cow dinosaur things with 2 legs, just like the gnarly rabbits have 2 legs. So they're quite cute. And here's a little baby one. So they're sort of just like the native fauna of Napali. They make these sounds. So now, for the third time this map, we have one of these co-op passages. We have this lift, which takes us up to here, but this is locked. This is the co-op passage. And then we have the main way to go, which is along here. Oh, ouch. So once we walk through here, these bars will shut, and then we can access it through the side way, the side passage. But now we're about to face another Titan. So here we go. The bar's shut. Then we turn my amplifier on and shoot this Titan. Ouch. Now that the Titan died, this opened up again. And now we can go along here, and go up here, which is basically just another way in. Now that the Titan died, this door opens. And that was that other passageway that we saw before, that we couldn't open. Anyway, now that we kill the Titan, this opens, and this is how we get to the next map. Interesting fact though, if we actually cheat and ghost and don't actually trigger the next map, we can go through here and we find this whole courtyard, which looks like it would be looks like this is, you know, something that was meant to be here before, like rather than this just being a closed wall here, so that you walk in here, turn right, and suddenly boom, you're in the next map. There is this whole courtyard, which would seem to almost be like, it is part of how the temple was meant to be before they decided to make this the transition to the next map. Because, well, you'll see, the next map is called the Trench, and it's basically the trench left by the ISV Kran as it crashed through the mountains. So let us save this and walk through. There's a little cave-in to stop us from going back, which is a good idea, because it's like in other levels we've simply walked through and suddenly new map, and suddenly the area behind us was just shut, and it was like, how did it shut? How come we can't go backwards? Oh, the door just locked, or oh, there's now a big block of rock here. But at least in this map they had like a little cave-in to show, oh, so now your way is blocked. Here there's nothing, and here if we go this way, we are at the beginning of the next map, the Trench. So I will save it here. And we will continue here on the Trench next time. See ya!